I think we made an emphasis this week, and I think we stringed some good practices, some really intense practices, and we learned how to take care of the ball, how to get open on the press, and that's really what it came down to, was getting open, being strong with the ball, and making the right play. And I feel like we did that coming down the stretch today. And then also our defense turned up. I think we weren't hoping to win. We were making sure we went out there and made an emphasis on what we had to do to make sure we got the win.
Nigel, can you talk about the patience that you had personally? You only had 3 at halftime, but just not forcing the action, just letting the game come to you the second half.
Yeah, I think my team gives me confidence, and my job as a guard and as a point guard is to always try to get everybody involved. And I feel like when we have a stat sheet looking like this, when we have a bunch of guys in double figures, it makes it really hard to guard. I mean, I really don't have to worry about some of our guys, scoring, but when, especially we got this guy right here that comes in and has a flamethrower. I'm trying to get him the ball, as quickly as possible, because he makes my job easy. No matter how bad the pass might be, he sometimes bails me out. So I just try to, be balanced on both sides, where it's getting up a shot or, finding my teammates for an open look. And I think I did a good job of that today.
Kuol, talk about the play you guys ran right before half that got you the wide open 3. Nigel, you can jump in there too, but that was such a pretty play, and he was wide open, and they knew he was going to shoot it. So, what did you think about that?
I didn't think anything. I just got the ball. Dane was right there. Dane's a great point guard. He gave me that one more. Shoot, I looked at the rim. It went in. That was it. It was very simple.
Yeah, I think we were gonna run a man play, and we kind of noticed they were in the zone, and they kind of trying to run match up, and we got them to get a mismatch going. And Kuol was in the corner, and if Kuol has any type of separate, actually he doesn't need any separation at all. So once he caught that, it was chicken. Barbecue chicken. So.
Well, is there a challenge to staying ready when you don't know from game to game whether or not your number is going to get called?
It's just, I feel like it's just, you just got to stay focused on what you have to do, day in and day out, and it's just what you can control. So every day I just try to control what I can control, try to get better every day. And right now, and it showed this game. So that's all I got to say.
Nigel, when you look at the last couple of games, just how big of an impact has Dayton's return kind of made for you and X, and especially, but the team is just a whole as well?
I think it's huge for us. I mean, when Dayton can come in there and give, and we can always have 2 point guards on the floor at one time, and me and X can take a break sometimes, and then Dayton goes in, and we get X out, and me and Dayton are in, and we keep rotating like that. I think it keeps us fresh at the point guard position, and we're able to guard the ball better, and I think we're able to create more for each other, and then especially when we start getting down the stretch and towards the end of the game, I think we're more fresh towards the end of the game. We're not super exhausted from the struggles of the whole game, being upon us. So I think it's really huge for us. He's playing really, really high, at a really high level right now, and for him to continue to play like that, I think it makes a difference for us.
For either of you guys, I guess, what's the message from Porter in the locker room at halftime when you guys are only down 2, but Georgia shot, I think, like 71% in the first half?
Yeah, I think the message really was, offensively we were playing great. I mean, we scored 40 points and a half, which is enough points to win a game if we do that consistently. The message was really we had to guard the ball better. 1-on-1, as simple as that. We were stopping them in their actions. We knew what they were going to run, and then it came down to just mano guarding the ball, and they were getting to the paint. If they missed it, they were getting the offensive rebound. So we came down in the second half, and we knew we took that to the heart. We really took a emphasis on guarding the ball, and I think we did a way better job, and that's why the score ended up being what it was, because we made a change on the defense end.
Nigel, what have you seen from Kuol as he sort of stays ready? Maybe hasn't played as much of late, but then gets in a game and goes on with this.
Yeah, I mean, what we ask out of him is not easy at all, and I can't even imagine what his shoes has been like, because I've never had to do that, and I can tell that it's a hard job, because to sit there and then have to come in and be instant offense is a hard job. But I see him putting in work night in, night out. He's shooting before the game. He's shooting after practice. He's on the gun random times. He was in here during the Super Bowl. I'm at their house. I'm like, where's Kuol? He's at the gym. Dang, you're not going to watch the Super Bowl? Like, he puts in the work, and it shows. I mean, and today we really needed him, and he came in there and gave us an instant spark. And the more that he can do that for us, I mean, as a coach, that probably piss you off, because you're not even ready for this guy, and he comes in and gives us 18 points. Like, that's huge. That changes the game.
Anything else for the guys? I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.